Okay, picture this. A man wanted by the police ends up calling the police for help. It's after he found himself in a very tight spot, wedged between two buildings, actually. CBS 5 reporter Elissa Harrington can explain that this was the finale of a very eventful evening for all of them.
Alan, it's not a story you hear every day. A hit-and-run suspect dressed in a garbage bag fell from the top of this Orchard Supply hardware store 20 feet into this garbage-filled gap and got stuck. Now, police believe that that man was fleeing from officers jumping from building to building when he slipped. Perhaps not the smartest getaway plan. A suspect trying to flee from cops ends up calling them for help after getting stuck between two buildings wearing nothing but a garbage bag.
There is no chance to move. There is no chance to move.
Zakaria Collada was working security overnight at the Orchard Supply Hardware on Capitol Expressway in San Jose. He saw that stuck suspect, identified as 32-year-old Arturo Corona.
I think he ran from the accident.
He was. An accident that happened only a block from the shopping center, but hours earlier. See, this bizarre story goes back to last night when police say Corona led CHP officers on a high-speed chase on Highway 101. He pulled off into town, crashed into another car, then fled on foot. That was around 10 o'clock. Just before 2 a.m., a 911 call from Corona,
stating he was trapped between the wall of a shopping center and a sound barrier.
He either jumped or fell from the top of the building, about 20 feet. Now, this was one tight squeeze, tighter than some chimneys. Corona was wedged between two walls with only about 1 foot of space between them. Getting out of this jam took an hour and a half.
The rescue team used some special ropes, instructing the man to put these, what we call wristlets, around his wrist, and they were able to hoist him up.
In pain and donning a garbage bag, he told police he was being chased by knife-wielding strangers and gave a fake name.
At that point, they learned he was an actual wanted individual. He had a warrant for his arrest.
They linked him to the car involved in the chase and the crash. Police think he ditched his clothes to avoid being spotted. Corona is recovering at the hospital for injuries in those close quarters. Next up, jail quarters, where he'll be booked for felony hit and run and driving on a suspended license. And to give you a better idea of the situation, the suspect, Corona, fell all the way to the bottom, so his feet were touching the ground, but he could not move. Now, that hit and run that happened last night did result in one injury. Alan.
Alyssa, I'm following all the chain of events here, but the only thing I'm not getting is the ditching the clothes part so he wouldn't get spotted. He put on a trash bag. I don't get that.
Well, police believe that he ditched his clothes so that they wouldn't spot him. And the security guard here at the shopping center told us that his girlfriend actually showed up during the night with an extra set of clothing looking for the man, but could not find him. She left the clothes, left the scene. That's when that man realized he was stuck in there and called for help.
Because naked people don't stand out. Okay. Okay, Alyssa, thanks.
Thank you.
The Bay Area's